Hey guys, I haven't done any filming of my fitness related content yet, so today we're going to get into that. My first drill that I do on Mondays and Wednesdays is walking barefoot forwards and backwards. So for me, I started doing this a few months ago. I'd say a year ago this time, I couldn't do this at all. If I took my shoes or flip-flops off, whatever, I could barely even stand up without keeping my feet really far apart just to kind of keep my balance. So this drill has been extremely beneficial for me. It's really helped loosen up my Achilles, loosen up my calves. I have, pretty severe knots in my calves at some points here and there. So this drill really helps with that. It also helps with proprioception and seeing where your feet are going to go without being able to actually see them. So it's kind of a muscle memory drill as well. So this is good for anyone who, if you have issues with tightness in your calves or your Achilles, this will really help you drop your heel down and really kind of get more control over your feet and your ankles. So we're going to get into that right now. All right, so I got my flip-flops off. I have socks on. Sometimes I do this with socks, sometimes without. It's actually slightly more challenging with socks just because they're naturally more slippery on tile and hardwood floors. So you have to kind of be a little more attentive to where you're stepping and where you're placing the stress on your feet. So I'm just going to go back and forth and show you guys what I do. Once I get a couple where I feel looser, like after I do the first couple, I usually do 5 sets of back and forth. Back and forth is 1 set. Usually by the time I get a couple under me, I feel looser and I can go a little faster, like I mentioned. The other item is, once I know my feet are good and I know my legs feel somewhat loose, then I'll start focusing on other things, like making sure my core is tight and that I'm not trying to lean backwards and trying to keep my ribs down, different things like that. So as I progress, through the sets, then I start focusing on other details and other muscle groups. I'm really trying to focus on keeping my core engaged. 5 sets, and I would imagine, I'm going to look at the footage obviously when I go to edit this, but I would imagine that the last pass usually, for me in my experience, is usually one of the cleaner passes, like the 4th and 5th set are usually where I have the most control, where I'm not maybe leaning side to side so much or leaning backwards. So there's my foot drill. I usually do this Monday, Wednesday, like I mentioned before. And the next video, we're going to go into my Tuesday and Thursday regimen, which is riding the bike. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.